Hello students, myself Mahima Laharia. Welcome you all in my YouTube channel Pacific Chemistry Classes. Students, today we will solve the questions of Chemical Sciences paper, that is of the KSET examination 2021. So first question is, which is not isoelectronic with krypton? So what is the meaning of isoelectronic? So isoelectronic means having the same number of electron. When the species will have the same number of electron, that term is known as isoelectronic. For example, if we will simple example, sodium atomic number is 11, and if it is a charge, what is atomic number? 10. So it will be equals to our, what is the atomic number of our neon is 10. So these two species will be termed as isoelectronics. So we have to identify which is not isoelectronic with krypton. So we know that the atomic number of krypton is 36. So you can see the atomic number of our this noble gas is 36. So we have to find which will have the same number of electrons in these things. So which we have to identify which is not having the isoelectronic species, which do not have the 36. So just to check, the atomic number of our rubidium is 37 because it just lies below the potassium. Then strontium 38. Then our arsenic is 33, selenium is 34. So when we will see this species Sr2 plus, so when we see Sr2 plus means it has donated the 2 electron, it will be 36. If we see the rubidium, it's plus 1 means it has donated 1 electron, 36 electron. Selenium 2 minus is given, na? So it is accepted 2 electrons means the atomic number of selenium is 34. Now it will be 36. And arsenic is 33. So when the charge is given plus 3, so its number will be 30. So just you see, it totally depends upon the donation and the gaining of electrons. So the number can be equalized. So just rubidium same, strontium is the same 36, selenium 2 minus means takes 2 electron, then 36, and arsenic is plus 3, it will give 3 more, so it's 30. So this species is not having the isoelectronic electrons with the krypton. So answer D is your correct answer. So molecules having the bond angles smaller than 109.5 degree. So students, in this little bit you must have the knowledge of your bond angles and the hybridization, or I can say that you should follow the BSc PR theory very nicely to solve this type of the questions. So this is our CF4. This is our, as we know that if it is a AB4 type of molecule, so possibility is tetrahedral structure. So what is the bond angle? 109.5 degree. Ammonia, as we know that in this molecule there will be 2 lone pair of electron. So this have 107 degree bond angle. Then our BF3, we know that the hybridization is sp2. It is trigonal planar. So it will go 120 bond angle. So these three you can check. 109.5 degree, 107, 120. Next SF2. It's our having the, as we know that it is having sulfur, have the lone pair of electrons. So bond angle changes. It should be a linear, but its bond angle changes to 98 degree. Then CBr4, same like this, tetrahedral shape, 109.5 degree. Again, this is the our halogen family only. So BCl3 trichloride, boron trichloride will have the 120 trigonal planar. Now next is our NH3. So we know the bond angle 107. Then PF3 is 98. These are distorted. Why? Because of the presence of the lone pair of electron. So H2S is having 92.3 bond angle. So next species CF4. Now you know what will be the bond angle, 109. Then BF3 120 and PF3 will be your, this bond angle is 98. So just they have asked which are having the smaller than 109.5 degree. So just to check these all the molecules, you see the bond angle. So which have the bond angle less than 109.5 degree? So this option C, NH3 is 107, 98 and 92.3 of H2S. So this is the correct answer for this molecule. Next question, the element having the first ionization energy highest. So what is the ionization energy, students? It is the amount of energy which is needed to remove one electron from the outermost shell of an isolated gaseous atom. Energy required to remove one electron. So you have to learn the values. The first ionization energy, highest, you check. For the gallium, it is 578.8 kilojoule per mole, potassium 419, then bismuth is 703, and for arsenic it is given 947. So which is having the highest energy? You can just check from these three values. It's our arsenic. So the highest, the correct answer will be your arsenic. Why we can say this? Then we can check this also, na? Because if the size will be so small, definitely we need more energy to drag the electron from the outermost shell. As we know that the size decreases as we move from our left to right in a periodic table, and goes on decreasing as the number of electrons are increasing in the same subshells. So the size goes on decreasing and it required more energy. The next question. The total number of bond pair and the lone pair of electrons in H2SO4 molecule. So in this type of the questions, you must know how to write the bonding structures, electronic structures for the molecule. So in H2SO4, one way to write the molecule structure is like this. So H2SO4, simple. Now as we know that oxygen family, oxygen, then sulfur. So oxygen has atomic number 8 and as for 16, so sulfur. So write the configuration. So sulfur will have 6 electron in the valence shell. So just see this purple color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, oxygen will also have the 6 electron, hydrogen 1 electron in the valence shell. So you can see the bonding. This 6 electrons of the sulfur, then oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th one. So similarly, this oxygen will also have 6 electron, this oxygen will have 6 electron, this oxygen will have the 6 electron in the valence shell. So you see the bonding. This electrons form the covalent bond. Then this sulfur completes the octet. Now how many bonds are left? How many electrons are left? So these are the 2 lone pairs, these are again 2 lone pairs, these are again 2 lone pairs, and these are again 2 lone pairs. Means total electrons how much are left for the bonding is our 16. So 16 lone pair unshared electrons are left. It means how many pair will be there? 8 lone pair. And left over how many bonding pairs? So just you check how many bond pairs are formed here. 1 pink, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this hydrogen oxygen bond 7, and this will be our 8. So the answer will be they have the 8 lone pair and 8 bond pair of electrons in the H2SO4 molecule. Then the geometries, this is very easy question for the NET exam. The geometries and the hybridization schemes for the compounds ethene and the methane are, ethylene and the methane are. So students, as we know that ethylene will means double bond is there, so it will go sp2 hybridization. Whenever there is double bond, they undergo sp2 hybridization, and when there will be simple tetrahedral shape of the methane, it will go sp3 hybridization. So you check where are these two conditions match in the option number first. So the first option is correct. So just in this we solve the questions. Next questions I will upload in the next video. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe the channel.